Hello everyone. Over the last year our family has turned our raw side yard into a fun little outdoor kitchen and tiny home oasis. This video we are going to show you how we went from this to this, and from this chunk of styrofoam to this fun and unique oven. We started with building the tiny home, which is really just a small room with a TV, fireplace, and home office space. Unfortunately, I didn't really capture much of this build on video. It would have been a lot of fun as it was our first venture into vertical concrete stamping and carving. We used TruePak X for all the unique concrete work you'll see in this video. The outdoor kitchen was a unique build as it all started with the pizza oven corner. I wanted to disguise the pizza oven chimney with unique concrete carving and incorporate it into the support for the structure. As such, the structural base and pizza oven needed to be constructed at the same time. I started by creating a form which doubled as the pizza oven base and corner structural support. Once this was fitted, I could place the lower support columns accordingly. There were several different ways I could have constructed the base, but given I had no mechanical assistance and was relying solely on the lifting capability of my wife and I had to design the build accordingly. The pizza oven base was 12 inches thick of solid concrete, and no way could the two of us lift it. I used a mold to pour a 2-inch thick base, which we could lift. That would act as a base and plug for the larger pizza oven mold to sit on for the larger pour. The mold included a pocket for perlite mix, sand, and oven brick below the actual firebox. My apologies for not having a video of the actual base pour, the layering of the perlite and the sand, and the construction of the fire brick. It was very tedious and time consuming to get it all layered and cut to create the finish that you see here. Now begin the laborious and challenging part of creating the actual brick oven. It seems really simple in concept given the form you have to work with, but practical application was an entirely different story. I've never built one before and probably won't build one ever again. Plans called for wrapping the brick in fire blanket and adding a layer of perlite to the outside of that. I doubled up on each compared to what the specs called for. I added a baffle to the chimney, which I don't recommend doing. The chimney itself has a 1/4-inch steel sleeve, which is wrapped in another layer of fire brick and extends up through the roof. Once again, my film crew was on break while all that was being built, so I don't have video of it. Now that the oven base was complete, I could build the rest of the structure. The structure consisted of 3 cedar poles I milled to full width 8x8. On top of them are 8x10 beams, half lapped at each corner over the posts to lock into one another. The steel structure supporting the corner of the oven is quarter wall 2x3. And sits directly over the support columns and is anchored into the oven base. There are 2 crossbars at every joint, and every joint is gusseted. 4x6 rafters support the 2x8s, which make up the roof sheeting. The roof is tiled to match the house. The gable roof design was chosen based on one I came across in a YouTube video while doing research for this project. At this point, the oven was ready to be fired for the first time. There was a lot of work into it at this point, so needless to say, there was a mild amount of anxiety on whether or not it would work as I hoped, or possibly burn down. I had no idea what to expect with heat transfer, so I fired the oven incrementally until I got it to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. I took temperature readings all the way around. Keep in mind there is a 900-degree fire inside the oven at the time I'm taking these readings. Now that the oven and the structure are complete, it's time for the fun part. Bringing our wood spirit to life was a blast for my daughters and I. It started by using rebar as structural supports for the limbs, then wrapping the oven, chimney, and rebar with wire mesh. Once the mesh was tied in place, we used stucco base coat as the scratch coat for the decorative layer. TruePak X mixed with mortar was what we used to do most of the decorative concrete you see. There was a different mix we came up with which acted like clay for more intricate detailed areas. Original design for the chimney wrap was to make it look like an oak tree and mount a wood spirit wood carving to it. There were lots of old growth oak trees that were removed to build our community, so this was our way of paying homage to them. There's also a hidden Mickey and several hearts carved into the stone in the tiny home. We love to put meaning and Easter eggs into all of our projects. As the carving took shape, we decided to incorporate the wood spirit into the tree. We added a bear cub climbing the tree for a little fun. There's also a limb above the bear on the outside of the kitchen that will have a beehive the bear is attempting to get to. Eventually, Mama Bear will be on the ground below the bear cub as a way to hide the backside of the pizza oven. At the time of posting this video, the entire outdoor kitchen project is about 75% complete. I'll have more videos that will be a little better at showing the concrete countertop pours, Santa Maria grill, smoker, and barbecue installation. We have also added grapevines that run throughout the limbs and beams, which I'll show you how they look in spring when they're bloomed. Here is a look at the oven doing what it was made to do. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We hope you enjoyed seeing the journey of our side yard project. Everything you saw in this video was built completely by us in our spare time with a surprising minimal amount of arguing and injuries. We hope you will join us as we finish the outdoor kitchen build and follow along with us with our upcoming projects. Stay tuned for our vineyard harvest and winemaking video coming soon.